A ransomware attack that shut down the country's largest gasoline pipeline was most likely the work of Russians. Two sources tell NBC News a new Russian criminal group known as DarkSide is the leading suspect in the attack against Colonial Pipeline. The company was forced to pause operations that transport nearly half of the fuel supply of the entire East Coast. NBC News sources say early indications suggest the attack did not look like the work of the Kremlin and was rather a criminal plan. DarkSide is known for its extortion plots. Colonial Pipeline has not said what the hackers demanded. Gasoline futures are up nearly 1.5% this morning. Heating oil up nearly 1.3%.
Ed Lewis, this is really this is where the future of warfare may be going. You have these asymmetrical attacks that any country can launch if they've invested enough in getting an army of hackers. They don't have to have 50, 60 years of military buildup like the United States. Just do something like this and shut the East Coast down of this country or of Britain or, well, you just fill in the blank.
Yeah, and it's a little bit like the pandemic, and that our vulnerability to cyber attacks, particularly of critical infrastructure, to our critical infrastructure, has been flagged for years and years and years, like pandemics have been. So we know what we're vulnerable to. And in this case, you know, it's an extraordinary vulnerability. There's 45% of American refined gas goes through this one pipeline, the Colonial Pipeline. I think the fact that there's an infrastructure bill coming up for consideration before Congress, which is returning from recess, means that this attack might be, in a curious way, quite well timed to focus minds on just how vulnerable our critical infrastructure is to ransomware attacks from private sector criminal groups, but also more geopolitically motivated attacks from countries like Russia. So it's a timely reminder, let's say, of what we need to get done.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.